Stop over explaining yourself to people. In fact, stop explaining yourself to people altogether. Unless those people are people that you actually have to explain yourself to, like if you're in front of a judge or if you got stopped by the police, and they ask you the standard, do you know why I stopped you question. So there are some situations where we're required by law to comply with a request. But outside of that, and outside of the people who love us and generally care for us, you don't have to explain anything about your life to anyone. You see, sometimes when people are unhappy with their own lives, they can be so deluded about how truly unhappy that they are that they kind of like stick their head in the sand about it. So it's a way for them to kind of lie to themselves about how bad things really are here. And a good way to do that is to ignore what's happening here and instead put all of their energy into what's happening out there. Because here's the truth. If I'm focused on what's happening out there, I have no time to focus on what's happening in here, because what's in here is making me sad. It's making me miserable. It's making me unhappy. And I don't want to get overwhelmed with how sad and miserable and unhappy I feel. Or even if I'm already feeling overwhelmed with it, I feel like there's nothing I can do to fix it. So it's only going to make me more sad and more depressed. And I don't want to deal with those feelings. So you know what I would much rather do? Is be all up in your business. Because when I'm in your business, then I don't have to worry about my business, because my business is depressing as yes, it doesn't feel good. So a lot of times when people have poor boundaries and they're unhappy with their lives, they get very interested in other people's lives. And it's not because they actually care about you or want to know what's going on with you. It's really because they need some place to put that energy, because they can't put it in their own lives. Because remember, it doesn't feel good over here. Don't give people an opportunity to use you and your real life challenges as an opportunity to avoid the sadness in their lives. You're not responsible for their emotional well-being. Therapy is available to most of us. Most of us who live in the Western world have access to machines. If you're watching me right now, you have a computer in your hand, or you know where to get one. If you need therapy, you know what to do to go get it. But some people don't want to do the work. They would rather carry all of their drama and their baggage and their toxicity with them and just project it on the world as opposed to healing it. So if you don't want to be their garbage disposal can, then you don't have to put yourself in that position. It's not your job to make those people feel better about their lives if they themselves don't care enough about themselves to want to make their lives better. You can't do more for them than they can do for themselves. It's your job to make your life better, and it's not your job to explain your life to anybody except God.